Heart disease is the #1 killer of men and women in Canada, yet it is also the most preventable. Health specialist Leah Sarich with how a Calgary clinic can help reduce your risk.
So we'll spend the first 5 to 10 minutes warming up.
Carrie Cousy is hitting the treadmill again at the HeartFit clinic. That's because a year ago she found out she had very high blood pressure.
When I went in, I found out my blood pressure was reading at 179 over 110, and I had usually been 90 over 60. So this was a big shock to me.
So shocking, Cousy called up HeartFit to start a program right away.
We see people who have heart disease or at risk of developing heart disease, and we create lifestyle modification strategies to improve their heart health.
These strategies include clinically supervised exercise programs as well as nutrition and stress counseling. Plus, part of the comprehensive cardiac assessment includes a test on the carotid artery. That's an artery in your neck. And what it does is it tells patients like Carrie what their risk is for heart disease.
We use ultrasound, and it's a screening test where we determine the thickness of the first 2 layers of the carotid artery. If one has an increased risk or increased thickness, it translates to a risk of heart disease.
Cousy had the test done and received some unsettling news.
I found out that my arteries were 17 years older than my age. I was 50 last year, and that was a huge shock.
But with the work Cousy was doing at HeartFit, she saw changes right away.
Within 2 months, I was able to lower my medication down in half. Another 2 months, I lowered it again by half, and I was off all medication at the end of January.
This is exactly the kind of success cardiologist Dr. Gary Bloomberg says is so beneficial to patients and the healthcare system.
Preventative medicine is really the way of the future.
He says while we can't change our genes, we can change other risk factors.
Those that we can alter, we very much want to try and be very aggressive in identifying and treating them.
Which is what they do at HeartFit. And Cousy says she's been given the tools to make those changes.
So that you can have a better quality of life and a longer life.
In Calgary, Leah Sarich, City News.